When you saw the brook this clean, this much rock, you knew it was the perfect runoff. That should have been used.
Well, speaking of concerned residents, the people of Mainland on the Port-au-Port Peninsula say road construction in their community is harming their water supply and they want it to stop. Citizens are blocking a road used to access a test site for wind power. A contractor working for World Energy GH2, the company proposing the development, has not accessed the site in a week. Here now's Troy Turner was there and has this report.
It's day 8, and protesters continue to block a road leading up to the supplementary water supply. Ditches along the road feature temporary filtration systems with bales of hay and a screen draped across the running water. Snow covers the 20 or so filter systems this week, but last week the flowing water was visible.
What's coming down is not fit to drink. We have an all-grade school here in our community, a lot of small children. That water is going to them as well. Somebody will get sick if this water system is not cleaned up.
Zita Hinks says there's overwhelming opposition to the wind power development in the area. But this is different, she said. It's about the health and safety of residents, she says, and it can't continue.
We're asking the government, why are you doing this to our water supply? It's not fair. It's inhumane because the way we feel, water is the very basic necessity of life. The government cannot deny us a good drinking water source.
The water flowing from the mountains and into LeCointe's Brook is not used throughout the year. It gets pumped up into the main reservoir when the primary source is shallow.
In the heart of winter especially, the reservoir goes low. There's little precipitation, there's a lot of freezing, and it's generally end of January, early February. It's often activated in July and August again because of dry periods of the year. And it is not a secondary water supply. It is actually part of our water system.
Dwight Cornect has been off and on the local service district committee since 2009. When the pump house was installed in the late 1990s, he said the area around LeCointe's Brook should have been designated a protected area.
When does government subsidize funding for community projects without having done its due diligence? So stating that it is not officially part of our water supply system, I believe it is an omission on the part of the government of Newfoundland and Labrador, and I believe that they should be held accountable for this.
Cornect says an application has been made with the Provincial Environment Department to have the area deemed protected and off limits to construction. He's waiting for a reply. World GH2 would not do an interview. In a statement, the company said it is carefully following provincial guidelines. To help prevent stormwater runoff from contributing to turbidity in the brook, we have put best management practices in place, including mitigations such as a silt fencing and check dams surrounding the access road. The company also said it is offering to improve all water supplies in the area. We are committed to being a good community partner and to bringing tangible benefits to the area. As the local service district awaits answers from the provincial government, the people blocking the road, the concerned citizens, say they are also in a bit of a waiting game and they are not going to move until construction stops. Troy Turner, CBC News, Mainland.
Well, meanwhile, the province's Department of Environment and Climate Change would not do an interview. They told CBC News that they're working on providing a written response.
Everyone.
Is that dressed properly for the occasion?
Hey, I'm from here. I know how it is.
There you go. Nice
So
to know you're from here.
for those that don't know me, I'm John Hogan with World Energy. I do apologize. I've been kind of absent for a little bit. My mom passed away there in New Year's.
Sorry to hear
So
that.
that's not an excuse, but you know, family comes first.
And that is so
Yeah.
Yes.
So how's everybody today?
Wonderful. We're all doing well,
Okay.
but we're pretty upset. We're
Getting depressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little bit much. We've got, I don't know if you're aware of the videos and that we got posted, and the pictures of our water system back there.
Okay.
Where they're back there, construction's going heading to our watershed, right?
And we're very concerned that you're working in our protected watershed area.
Okay. Okay. So I guess the question has to be
And
asked.
you've ruined it.
Okay.
It's beyond repair.
Okay. So, you know, we did receive email communications and calls from the LST pertaining to the issues with the water. So that triggered us to bring in a third-party consultant called Strum Consulting. So, you know, we wanted to get them in here the last few days to go in and do a surface water assessment, stormwater management assessment, and grab some water samples.
Okay, wait now.
There's a
You
crime
guys
that's
are gonna
committed
do that.
here.
No.
World Energy too? No.
There's a
It's a-
crime that's been committed here, number one. That's what you
Okay.
have to realize. You work in a protected watershed area without permits. That's the crime.
It is understood that you
And
filed
now
an
you're going to
application
come
to
here and try
expand your
and fix
boundaries.
what you already done. You're probably going to come in and make it worse than what it already is.
Okay.
That's our concern.
Okay.
We got a school in this area, an old grade school. We're wondering about, we're concerned about the water that these children are drinking down there.
Okay.
They do have holding tanks in the school, yeah. That's no excuse. Them tanks don't fill up from the moon. They comes from the same water source, right?
I have a question. You were made aware the first week you were working up there that that was our watershed area. Why didn't you respect us, the people of mainland?
Okay.
Why not?
Okay. To our understanding, an application was filed to expand your boundaries. So it
And-
has been acknowledged.
So you committed a crime and you knew you were committing a crime?
Yeah, you're saying there is, you guys knew, gone in. Our
It's an-
application
yeah,
was
but-
gone in to expand the boundaries, but you guys went in anyway.
No,
So
that-
that's
that
breaking
came-
the law.
That came after the fact.
No,
The
okay,
application.
The law's still broken. You guys still went into a protected area.
Local
Okay.
Service District has a taped phone call with Laura Barron telling her that this was our protected water supply the first week that you guys were working up there.
Okay.
You knew.
Okay. So it's obviously, you know, we're not going to allow us to go in to resume work today.
No.
And no other day.
And
Okay.
no other day.
So to, you know, to follow up on that, will you allow Strum Consulting, the third-party contractor,
No.
to go in
No.
to do
Not anything to do with World Energy. No.
to do a surface water assessment? That's what they want to come in and do: surface water assessment and stormwater management.
They can go in the
And
brook
look
and
for-
do it. Up the road.
Okay.
That's our water, drinking water. They can go up there.
Yeah.
But they don't need to go back
Okay.
here.
Where are they located?
Nova Scotia or New Brunswick. I think it's.
Back
You
there.
gotta bring in
Grizzly's
someone inside
backyard, yeah.
province
Yeah.
Yes.
To come into Newfoundland. To
They're subject matter experts on the topic.
okay, so there's no one in Newfoundland can do that.
That was the decision made
Okay.
above me.
So apparently now, to me, that's what it sounds like. It's almost like
Yeah, they're bringing in their own
Grizzly-
again.
Grizzly
They're
is
bringing in
bringing
their
his
own
own
again. Yes.
From Nova Scotia. Just
from Nova
reborn.
Scotia, so they're going to bring them in here
Okay.
to assess our water.
Another friend of his.
And if they're all in cahoots together, what's going to happen? They're going to be told our water is perfectly fine,
Yeah.
right? Because then they want their project to go ahead.
Exactly.
But it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Grizzly is not going to send out anybody out here that's going to speak in our behalf.
No.
Even
No.
the expert can't
Listen, what
fix
just
what's
happened
done.
there
Okay.
in the past 2 days when 3 people shows up in a truck?
Three warning
Did I
down.
know? They come and give us take water samples? What a fucking joke that was.
Okay.
He came out here and looked in the back and said, oh, we got no water bottles. After we got up at the top.
Somebody must have took it out of there.
Yeah, someone must have stolen their truck.
And they
Well,
weren't
tell-
allowed
tell
to
you
go
how
in on their
smart they
own.
really are.
Okay.
We had people to go, Felix
And that was
wanted
a
them
good
to
thing.
go up with them.
And that was a good thing.
Because if he wouldn't have went with them, I think they would have just went for a ride,
Gave them one for a ride.
came back.
And
That's
goodbye.
So we're to the point that we don't trust anybody.
Okay.
We don't. We've been burnt, and no, it's too much damage. And I don't understand what this. So you're working with Ryzen, right?
World Energy.
World Energy.
Yes.
So okay. So you guys are the people that's going to put the windmills on our mountains, right?
Correct.
Correct. Okay. So now, when you're doing
An
that,
application has been submitted
Okay, yes.
to put a,
yes,
you know,
yes.
in that process.
Right.
Not a project yet.
Okay. So now, what about our wildlife? you guys do know that. I mean, the choppers has been floating over here all summer.
Okay.
So you got to know what kind of span there is between mainland and Cape St. George, right? Not a big area. So what's going to happen to our animals? What's going to happen to our moose? What's going to happen to our rabbits? Our brooks where we go trouting? Like all these things. It's our water supply is our main issue. Yes, it is. But you know what? Sure
Yes,
you can.
sure.
You have a say, buddy.
Everybody here knows. I live right there, Don.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
I'm overrun with rats.
Okay.
Overrun since they started.
Is that right?
I'm over fucking run. I've been here 15 fucking years, and man, I never had no trouble. I'm overrun.
Too much movement.
Guess where they all come from?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. That's the first
Guess
I've
where they
heard
come
of
from,
it.
though?
Okay.
And squirrels and all that. I had a mink in my fucking woodshed. Nobody wants a mink in their goddamn woodshed.
No, I understand.
No, but I'm overrun with it. I'm here 15 fucking years,
Okay.
and I can't keep them at the goddamn house. Now, I built my house on a 4-foot concrete cocksucking fucking wall.
Okay.
How the fuckers are getting in, I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry about cursing, but
No.
But I'm
I
droll.
respect your opinion
Droll.
and your. Okay. Okay.
my wife's at the point she wants to go live with her mother because we hears them in the goddamn walls.
Everybody
Now,
just
where are they
drove,
coming from?
everybody just drove out of the woods, my son.
Right there. They're all drove out the woods.
They're
with
drove.
machinery.
Everybody
Yes.
is drove. There's links.
Links
that
and
we
everything's
never
all
did
out now.
see.
I've been here 15
Well, you know
years,
where
I
they're
never seen a
coming
lady
from?
go.
They're coming out from West Bay because they're in West Bay.
Yep.
They got with the noises and everything else. They're driving animals that's in West Bay this way. Once this goes ahead up here, where's our animals gonna? They can't go that way. They can't go. Where are they gonna go?
They got nowhere to go.
We're gonna be overrun.
Wait till the coyotes come.
And when the windmills gets up there, the birds got no place to go. What about that bird sanctuary over there with all the seabirds? That nest is over right there at the end of that cliff. With a windmill up onto that mountain, where are these birds supposed to go?
There's so much
Nothing
here.
is taken into consideration
I
other
think-
than the amount of money that was going to be made off of this.
Yes.
The people, the animals, the earth,
Yes.
nothing was taken into
So much
consideration.
And
all
not-
these other places to put the turbines.
And
Yes.
not
Can do that.
thinking,
Put your turbine
I
somewhere
think
else.
what they thought, what this company thought, they found a little peninsula on the Newfoundland map, and they thought, well, wow, look at there. Nobody there. Let's go. Let's
Perfect
grab it.
little spot.
Drive the
Perfect
people
spot.
out, and let's do our construction.
Small amount of people.
Not
figuring
gonna
out-
What
happen.
do you have to
Use
say
ain't
with
walking
these
home.
houses that's
not
out on the
happening.
green area? What do you have to say about that?
You didn't tell us nothing like that.
Okay.
And this is where he lives. This is his driveway.
Did you get
Okay,
this
this
is
is
his
driveway.
driveway?
Since they fucking put the mud on there, they created this problem. And we still got the problem. Where's the fucking gravel? People have given up all of their wood because of it.
Our natural resources, it's everything. It's our way of life.
Did you get
Hey, look,
his
you got
permission
now,
to
look.
use his private driveway? Did you
Where's
get
Donna?
his permission legally to use his private driveway?
Did you ask?
This
This is a private driveway. It's not a main road. It's
This
not a
road
road.
is
It's right there.
This resource road is on Crown land.
It's a private driveway. That's
On
right.
Crown
You're
land
trying
at the
to
map
say
you
it's
see
private.
now.
Private.
Yes. Don't go on the map you see
You
now.
must
Crown land
understand.
at his map.
Certain boundaries here. This is a residential area. It doesn't matter for the Crown land.
Okay.
It's residential.
Okay.
You got to respect that.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
but our government has given this up for Crown land, right? People's homes.
Yes, because it's
Right
sold.
to the ocean, all along this road. It taking in our water supply.
Okay.
Our
People,
watershed.
there's people here that got their land surveyed, went through lawyers to buy their home and have it surveyed, and now the government is saying it's on Crown land. What is the whole point of going through the expense of getting your land surveyed? When a rich company comes in and wants the land, and then the government is going to side with them and say, oh, well, don't worry about that fellow, you got it surveyed, but it's Crown land. How does that work? How come you didn't mention anything like
a
this to
foul
us when we
fucking bull.
first met you at the school? You didn't mention anything about the land being confiscated. There was nothing like that brought up.
Well, the land
didn't
nomination
have,
process introduced by the Newfoundland government came after the fact. So that's been massaged accordingly.
Yeah.
From the first time they announced it to where it is right now.
You didn't want to tell us that. You certainly
Well, I-
didn't
I-
want to tell us that. You were claiming all of this down to the beach, right into the
People's
ocean,
homes and everything.
people's homes and everything. Like, come on, you guys left out a lot. And we said we were keeping
I
the dark
wasn't
from the
aware of that.
beginning. As only now we realize how dark, how in the dark we really were.
Well, you're supposed to be aware of everything before you start
This
something.
came after our initial
There's a
submission.
lot came after.
Yeah, and it truly did. So,
So you guys submitted an application to the Newfoundland government.
because there was no wind reserves, Crown land wind reserves at that time.
Right.
So we made our application and our initial environmental registration package. That got declined, which put us into an EIS. So that went out for public review and comments. So now that it's been formally issued to us, now we have to satisfy everything that's contained within that EIS. So we're not a project yet. We have to satisfy every one of those terms and conditions within that EIS. So I don't know if you've taken the time to go through it, like to address, you know, wildlife, migratory birds, raptor birds. So it's quite a detailed
So you're
document.
okay to work for a company who's taking people's homes and land?
But if there's no project, why is there equipment on the mountain?
This is a wind measurement campaign that falls outside of the project. The reason for this wind measurement campaign that's taking place is to get that raw data to verify our assumptions on our desktop modeling that the right winds do exist.
To get your investors, right?
Yep. That's what she comes down to.
Yeah,
Just the investment.
exactly. So why aren't the people's words
Grizzly,
good
get more
enough to
money.
not let you guys come here? More than 84% of people in this place don't want the turbines.
I was
What
in
about our
receipt of the package that you passed me
Right.
down at Mainland, and that was
And they
passed
got
up.
that so discredited. You may as well have took it the day we gave it to you and kicked it under the table.
Okay.
That's how far it went.
Yeah.
That's how much they discredited it by trying to say it wasn't legal, it wasn't done right, it was
Wrong format.
wrong for everything. Everything we put forward, you guys found some way to cut us off. That it was all discredited.
What about the social license?
Okay.
What happened to that? What happened to the social license?
You don't have a
You
social
certainly don't
license.
have it.
Okay.
You
So
certainly
you're
don't
going
have
ahead
it.
without it. Is that it? To people doesn't matter?
But we're not. All I can say, we are not a project at this moment. We have to satisfy the EIS that's been formally issued to the company. Our Crown Lands application. That submission has to take place in March. By mid-March, I believe the date
Well,
is.
they won't be getting it.
Oh my
No,
God!
no.
You mean to say the Newfoundland? If what I saw on the map, which was perfectly done by whoever did it.
Oh,
they even
that
made
bump,
the bubble.
the beautiful
That's
bubble.
coming out here on the local road, which we were all amazed that they decided to do that.
We were shocked
to
to
make
see
a
that.
bubble. You're telling me that the Newfoundland government is willing to sell all this to your company?
Our great
So I don't have all the answers
Holy
here for you today.
Jesus!
have no
I
answers.
am here.
You have
know,
no-
I respect your right to
Presley
picket
here.
and voice your concerns and
Well, get the
protest.
person
You don't
here
have
to give us the
Get the
answers.
person who has the answers.
We
Then
said that
Yeah.
yesterday.
Okay.
We said that to who was here yesterday when we told them to say
marine contracting.
We said there is nobody yet that came on this site and could answer our questions.
Okay.
Nobody. Everybody that we ask us questions to does this.
You got a
And
point.
we're one to provide
guys
a
have a
fucking
point.
permit, showing
Okay,
that
thank
sign
you.
that we can actually do this.
Roddy, now that
Why
you're
would you
here,
come
we
up
got
with blank paper?
Sylvia. We got
You
questions for
don't
Roddy.
think we're gonna read it?
Sylvia, come on, warm
Come on.
Give it to him.
Why do we want to know who you're working for?
I'm working marine contractor, my darling.
Marine contract.
I've been after the boys to get over here and talk to the people. I'm doing my duties as you asked me to.
And what is your job?
My job's security.
You're in charge of
Secure
security.
and laborers, and anything to do with the silk traps in it, we put them in. Make sure no groundwater. That was my job.
That was your job to take care of the silk traps back there.
Did you
So
have
you-
any experience?
Yeah. Do you have
Oh,
any
yeah.
Did you
experience for
even
that?
train them?
No, the marine
Well,
got the
I
guys
can tell
trained.
you right now, I can walk you at the start. The first one over here is a pile of bullshit. Because it ain't right. No, whoever put it there had no idea, no experience of anything. And I can take you right here where he starts again. Why would you just put a piece of tarp in a ditch this wide, put a little tarp here, and let the water run neat and run through the side?
No, we had up further, we had to build hay and we stopped the water, groundwater, right? We did our best to do that, and we never finished down here because everybody started getting upper, and I said, "Fuck it, I'll stop it. I'll wait for you asked me to bring people out, and I'm trying to do that. I'm only doing what I'm told."
You're
Well,
only
you
doing
did
it.
get
You're
your-
Okay,
doing
but
it told,
listen,
it gotta be
listen.
done by
That day when you
experienced people.
came out here, you're telling us right now, right here, that you work for marine contracting.
Yes, right.
Right. How could you come out that day and promise us a whole new water line? Was marine contracting giving us a water line?
That's what I was putting back.
So you're a go-between. So who are you working for? Marine contracting or for World
I
Energy
worked
too?
for marine contracting, but I was putting the proposal to them, but nobody got back to me yet. That's when I came back and told you, you said you didn't want no water. So I said, what am I going to do?
Well, okay, we'll put it to you.
Put
You
it to
promised
him.
us a whole new water line?
I
He
was-
came here and he offered us. He said, we can give you a whole new water system.
You know why?
If we are to compromise it or damage it in any way,
It's compromised. It is. It's done.
that's
It's
the
done.
water
You know-
line.
A mason jar of water,
Okay.
2 bottles
Oh, I
like
thought you
this,
said
taken
wine.
from each brook,
Okay.
1 clear as gin taken on the same day after 2 days of rain.
Okay.
taken on the same day from the LeQuance Brook and one from the main brook down here in Mainland.
Okay.
One clear as gin that was drinkable. The other one was like somebody mixed cement into it, and it was this thick as silk. It was like moss in the bottom. What was coming out of it?
Okay.
You're gonna come and tell me we can drink that? Come on, have some compassion for the people here.
We've got
We
the people
can't drink
start
it.
now. It was on the 4th day. And
At least I
there's
tried
running up the
I was trying to help.
You were trying to help,
but not hard enough.
not
I
hard
should
enough,
have, but
Shirley.
it's
Not
my
hard enough,
fault. But
Shirley.
I'm still working.
No.
I'm making those bastards be accountable for. That's all I can do.
On the other side. So
You know what I mean? I told you guys I'm trying to help you out. And that's why
You know me.
I shouldn't be here doing it. They should be doing it.
You know that. Like, you know,
No, that's right. They should be doing it. That's all my job.
if I could just have some.
Yeah. Well, I put it on the table to them, and I'm waiting for them to hear back. I told this lady yesterday, a couple of days ago. Was it 2 days ago?
2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah.
I'm keeping a log. I know when anybody said anything.
How could you send somebody who's just a troll?
So hence the reason. This is Carter from Strum.
Yeah, sorry, I'm supposed to introduce myself. I'm Carter Martin from Strum Consulting. I'm an environmental technician. I'm here to do water sampling, and I was asked to come ask permission if I can go ahead and get some water samples.
Okay, you
to
can
send to
go
the
up
lab.
to the main brook here that we use for our water and get your water sampling. Up there.
Okay, yeah.
That's
I know,
where,
but
that's where it's
so
going
where
into.
the water's coming from is
Yeah,
the
and
point
it's
is it's
going
going from up
into
there
the
and
brook.
into there. So I need a sample from the top,
It's
middle,
going into
all
the
the way
brook.
through.
So
and
then,
that brook.
can you bring your lab kit here
It's here. I got it.
and
I'm
then
ready.
do the test here with us?
No.
I can't. I don't. I'm just the
Well, we're
sampler.
sorry. We've been wrong so many times,
No, I
and
understand.
they
I understand.
proved that they can't be trusted. Each one came in here, proved to us that they can't be trusted. We trust no one now.
No, I understand. I
And
understand.
like we said, DFO, when they come in here, they go get a water sample and brought out no bottles.
3 guys come and take samples.
Like, really? Really? Are you going to tell us that you were hired to come out here to take a sample, and when you're going to go look in your vehicle, you're going to tell us, oh, I got no bottles to take a sample?
I got bottles right there.
It's not
I-
very professional, is it?
Go up in our drinking water and take it.
Go
Okay,
up there and
I
take
could
it.
do that, but where the sample is at the bottom of the river, like right before the exit or the exit to the ocean,
we have to do.
how am I sure that sample is coming from what's causing up here? That's why I need the sample from the top, middle, and the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how could what's coming out down there not be the problem from up there? Where do you think? We don't have something set up in the middle,
I
Jim.
understand. I
It's
understand.
easy. It's easy. You know what? Perfect solution. When you go up to LeCrance Brook,
Yeah.
you can take a sample from the bottom,
Okay.
walk up the
Walk up
middle
the
of
brook.
it,
Walk up the
take
brook.
another sample, and keep going up. You're going to walk about 2 kilometers, 2.5 kilometers. You'll get exactly where the runoff
Where
is
that
coming
runoff
down
is
in
coming
that brook.
from.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that.
And
but
you
I-
could do that.
Walk the brook and you'll get the same samples. You'll
No,
come to
I
the same area.
understand that. But if I'm not allowed to go up that gate and get samples from the ditches, from where the silt traps are, from where the start of the water runoff is, then it's not going to be an accurate reading then.
Tell me again, I'm sorry, who you work for?
Strum Consulting.
Strum. And you're from where?
I'm the environmental technician for the West Coast of Newfoundland. The company is based out of Halifax. We have an office in St. John's.
Okay, so there's no one else in Newfoundland that got your qualifications, that can do what you're going to do.
There's lots of us, yes, but I'm the one for the West Coast. So I come out and I deal with the West Coast. If I was here last Friday with Bob McLeod, he's another feller that helps with the sampling. All my job is take the bottles, send them off to the lab. Lab does the testing. I can't tell you the answers.
And where does the results go? Who gets these results?
The company, it's just all about, it's about.
And who contacted you to come and do this?
Strum Consulting.
Strum Consulting. Who contacted Strum Consulting?
Marine, who also works for World Energy.
So it was Marine that contacted you.
It's
Contacted
all,
the company.
well, it would go through World Energy. World Energy would contact.
enough money for a
Okay.
good result, they can get a good
Yeah,
result.
because we're going to get Department of Health and that stuff ourselves anyway. So
Okay, yes, you know,
nobody,
I understand. You guys,
World
for sure.
Energy is not running wild with just their own. They're not bringing in their own to do their thing.
Yeah.
Because we don't trust them no more.
No,
We
listen,
don't.
I totally respect you guys for standing up for what you believe in. I do, seriously. But I do have to do my job. That's all. So I would just ask.
Well,
here.
go up the brook. Walk the brook.
I can't walk the brook, so that's all right. That's all right. I just had to come out here and see if I could get through, but I can't. That's all right.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Carter.
Yeah.
Okay. So demobilizing some equipment in on site. Cabo drilling is in there. They have other jobs to go to, and this delay is interfering into another scope of work they have lined up in their scheduling for the drill rig. So we're kind of asking Cabo drilling. they're to drill, doing the core drilling for the anchor, for each of the anchors, for the Met Tower.
So when they're going to get up there and start drilling?
No, Denise needs to drill on another site there. You want? They wants to drill for to go drill on another site.
No, excuse me. That is, they're going to completely to another different stakeholder. They were here specifically.
Not on the peninsula. Not on the peninsula?
No, they were specific to come in, provide a service to drill the anchors. Then now they're overlapping into another schedule. They never completed in the timeline. So
where exactly are they going?
Cabu drilling. I don't know those details. A request came in to see if we can demobilize that piece of equipment, walk it out, so they can move on.
Are they a fracking company?
No, they are not. Core drilling.
So they'll get
For anchors, for placement of the anchors.
But listen, we were told that your anchors are only 15 to 16 inches long. That's gonna bolt down that Met Tower.
I don't have those. I think it's more. No,
because we were concerned about the size of a drill that you got up there. If you're only putting in 15 to 16 inch anchors, what do you have that massive drill there for?
I don't know the details on the core diameter and the length because it has to, those details. How I don't know.
16 inches long.
That's what I'm saying. Again, somebody don't know. There's nobody to answer our question. Everybody don't know.
So I could say 10 meters or 20 meters.
I think you should send out Risley.
Yeah.
I really think you should send out.
Why here to put the turbines?
Why would you?
Why not somewhere else? The only blows here, right?
4,000 people in here, that's all.
There's only 4,000 people and it's a perfect little peninsula for a wind farm.
Yeah, down to Rick House. Lots of fucking wind down there.
Yes.
So in summary,
But then the Stevens already wants to plant.
the three requests us to go in to resume work on the Met Tower. You're declining us access to get in there. You're also declining access for Strum to go and do a water assessment to address the concerns that were presented to us by the LSD mainland.
Department of
Okay.
Yes. DFO came with the examples. They got the
And
samples.
thirdly, to be able to demobilize a drill rig so that company can move that drill rig to another job with another client.
Well, for us, we're not.
Pardon?
How come you can't get the samples from DFO?
Why don't you come here and take the samples?
I'm working within my our scope of work and the stakeholders that are involved to support this project. So, yeah.
So
Why did you get...
I can explain the DFO samples and our samples. The DFO is probably looking for a totally different concern. They're more probably looking forward to the damages it has against the wildlife and the actual river and the actual water. Mine's looking for more of the water quality, water testing. So I'm looking for if it's going to meet the guidelines, or if the project can't go ahead or it can go ahead. That's all my samples are looking for. And if DFO has samples and I have samples, that's double the results. That's double the answers. You understand what I'm saying? So.
The answers ain't gonna go.
Could we have double of your samples, set for ourselves to send to our own independent lab?
I can contact my boss and ask that.
If you want to do that, that would be great.
Yeah.
Then it may be permittable.
Okay.
Right?
With
Then
one
it's not
person
biased
accompanying
because
you.
if it goes to two different labs and two
On
different
Monday
results,
after the rain.
somebody's biased.
No, 100%.
Yep.
I agree.
And on Monday after
You're
the
right.
rain.
Our company is contracted by one specific lab that we go with.
Right.
If you deem the results like biased on our part, you can request us to send it to a different lab of your choosing.
Correct.
I don't know.
But how do we know? How do we know it's the same water sample going?
We don't.
How do we know that you're going to send the same water sample? You can fill a sample from your water tap and send it on and say, "Oh, geez, there's nothing wrong with that water."
No, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Right?
Why not
We can't trust
government
nobody.
agency?
No,
Why
that's
a
right, that's
private
right.
company?
So bring out the double the amount of bottles. You take one, and the other guy one of us.
Right.
You'll give us one also.
So
You take it to your lab, we'll send one to our lab.
Like I said.
yeah. So again, all I'm saying is I was just sent out here. I'm again, it's a whole do as you're told kind of thing. I'm told to come get samples. If I can't get samples, I can't get samples. What I can do for you is I'll go in the truck here, or I'll stand right here, just out of the way of you guys talking, and I'll call my boss and I'll ask if I can take double the samples and give you guys the results.
Mr. Hogan,
And you guys
why
can come
did
with
you
me.
contact a government agency to come and take the samples? Why a private company?
DFO was in here. They collected their
There's
samples.
other environment could come out and taken. Department of Health could come out and taken it.
Either one.
Why a
if
private company?
If DFO's samples are no good for what he's here for,
We're not working with DFO.
No, but
if you guys get health services out here,
Why
you can get health services out here. I'm working
not a
for
company?
no, but
that's
like
what
the
I'm
request
doing.
of
he
the
asked
LS
about why is it not another
You know what I mean? Why is it a private company?
Yeah.
And then he said DFO was out here. But if DFO samples are no good for what you guys are doing, there should be some, not a third party, not a contract.
DFO samples aren't going towards World Energy. They're not going towards us.
No, but your report is the same. What's in the water for them is in the water for you. So a report is a report.
So I can't say, you know, that bringing Strom in was upon the request of the emails and the communications that take place with the local service district here.
But we're not a part. We're not a part.
Don't try.
We got nothing to do with local service. This year we took upon ourselves.
You're trying to say, oh, the reason why he's here is because local service requested that you do it. But local service didn't request that you get a private company to come out and test.
No, they asked us.
Right,
They
and
brought
you
up,
went
they
ahead
brought
and
up
you
the
hired a private
concern
company.
of, they brought up the concern of water deterioration. We acknowledge that concern. We sourced out Strom Consulting to come in. They're subject matter experts into it. To provide that resource so a report can be generated with recommendations. We're looking for recommendations to make things better.
You go get a government agency to come out and take samples, and we'll let them in after Monday to rain.
Okay.
Every time it's going to rain here, our water's going to get more and more contaminated.
And this is why we need his assessment and recommendations
So he's gonna
to
go
how to
out-
make
go
things
out
They need
better.
an
Right?
assessment from somebody that's not paid from somebody who wants
Listen,
this to go ahead.
Do you know that when Marine went in there
what we're trying
and
to
they
tell you.
dug, that the muck that they took out of the ditches that they had in there should have been trucked out. Instead, you know what was done? It was taken and thrown back onto all the young growth and the trees and everything pushed back.
Yeah,
Muck
I live
pushed back.
right here
What happens
every
to that muck
day.
when it rains?
When it's raining, when the roads are really this much mud, we're bringing it in our vehicles and we're bringing it into our homes. Okay? Our grandkids are bringing it to our homes. We got to live with that. We never had this issue before Marine came here. Took the mud out of the ditches, threw it on the road over our gravel, which we put there
And
years ago.
spread that.
What kind of right do they have to go do that?
And then up there, they just pushed it off into the woods. So the minute we're going to get rain, all of that muck that they piled up and heaped up on the side of the ditches, it's all going to wash right back down into the ditch. And where is it going? Right back into the water supply.
Basically, we should wait till Monday for that rain.
The big rain.
Then take your sample.
Come and do
like
your
I
samples.
said, we've got them stopped for 4 days. The silt is running down in these ditches right now, and we haven't had no fucking rain.
So I was here last Friday before that storm. I took the samples, and I was supposed to come back here Tuesday to get samples again, which would have proven in your guys' favor, but the protest stopped that from happening. So
now you're trying to make us feel bad, right?
No, it's not that. I'm not. Like I said, I respect you guys for standing up for leaving. I'm just trying to do my job. So yes, if they want to get a government agency and you don't want me going up there, and they can go up there, totally fine. That's fine with me.
So there is some takeaways from this conversation, you know, question and bringing in Strom, duplication of the sampling, etc.
Crown land taken by
So-
World Energy GH2 that belongs to people here. Not Crown lands. People's homes.
It's pretty sad when you look at the map and you just bought a brand new home, got it registered, paid a lawyer, paid to get it surveyed, and then you're looking at a map and your home is going to be gone.
Do you know where
A company is going to take my home that I only just bought. Like,
So, sir, you were mentioning about capping the road and stuff like that. That's going to be another takeaway. I'll bring back to my team as well.
It's got to be.
Okay.
Because you can't walk on this road. Can you imagine the spring? You should have been here, not now. You should have been here a couple of weeks before Christmas. Well, since the time they started till now.
Yeah.
Then you would have seen something.
Well, we got the perfect idea to look at right now.
This is unbelievable,
This is it.
for.
Okay, so
Disrespectful.
okay, I'll take that back to the team.
And you know, we mentioned that to Marine. We mentioned his exact thing to Marine. And you know what the supervisor of Marine told us?
No reply. Road pictures, emails, what we got to drive through and walk through every day. We got to have rubber boots on to go down the road, check our mail. We didn't have this problem ever in our lifetime.
Marine said they were in charge of the upkeep of the road. We said, what? Yeah, well, look at it. Well, he said, we don't put a thing on this road until the company tells us to.
Okay.
So, why didn't World Energy tell Marine to, hey, guys, don't forget, put something on the road like we promised? But that wasn't done either.
Can I show you something?
Yes,
Come here.
couple $1,000.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step up right here. I'm gonna call my boss. I'm gonna ask if I can do the duplicates. And if you guys do want to get a government agency in here to get their samples and send it off on your own, that's what we can do. I'm just saying, I was just told to come get samples. That's all.
Okay, but you tell them that you're also not doing your samples today.
Okay, yeah, totally. That's understandable. But I'll call the company right now and see if I can do that for you.
Yeah, and another thing, the sample.
We don't want no private company doing samples.
The second sample that they would want would come from your hand into theirs.
Oh yeah, no. If you guys want to follow me up to do the samples, I'll give you one sample.
Yeah, because you know what I mean.
Okay, no Shane, they're not even doing the samples. We want a government agency to do the samples.
Because I was gonna say, if somebody, you know what I mean. If somebody's paying somebody, I can piss in a jug. If you're paying me good money, I can say, okay, yeah, man, you can drink that because you paid me, right?
Yeah.
Just an example.
It is a good example, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a scenario.
That's a fair point. No, that's a fair point.
But
For sure.
the thing is, you know what I mean? Money talks, bullshit walks.
Yeah, you're right.
It was tampered with. The sample he's going to give us.
That's exactly what.
Back and say it was tampered.
That's right.
Now,
That's
there's definitely bias to it for sure. I mean, I'm only as good as my word. I can tell you now that when we took samples Friday, it was brought right to Pure later, sent right to the Bedford Labs in Halifax.
And what did they say?
Was there results on that already?
I haven't got the results back yet. It's only been a week. There's
picking
there's
the sand
labs
out of the tweezers.
So you don't want us to do the sampling. I understand that. I'll get that back to my boss, and then we can go ahead with getting a government agency you guys want. If we are asked to come back in the next couple weeks, I'm going to tell you now, I won't be the person coming out. The fellow I mentioned earlier, Bob McCloyd, is I'm off to St. John's for other sampling for different projects. But I thank you guys for your time. Again, I respect you guys for staying up for what you believe in. But as I said, I was just here to do my job.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for your understanding.
No worries. Have a great day, guys.
Have a great day. Ride safe.
Mr. Hogan, how would you feel you had to live with 650-foot windmills a kilometer away from your home? How would you feel about that?
Line these pockets, you probably feel good.
I tell you, you wouldn't like me either.
Because we've had this conversation in the past.
How would you feel?
And you left out a lot in that
How would you
conversation.
feel?
You left out a lot.
Answer the question, sir.
How would I
you
feel? I believe in the project personally.
So you would be fine?
If there was no money, or
even if you were
weren't
gonna
getting
lose your
paid,
home.
how would you feel?
Hence the reason.
You would be fine with 50 or 60 600-foot wind turbines in your backyard, spinning, making noise, vibrating your house.
Because
You would be fine with that.
I believe we can do it correctly.
How do you know that?
You couldn't even correctly. We couldn't even upgrade a road correctly.
Okay.
You guys never did do that kind of work before.
It's obvious that I don't have all the answers here today, but I do have some takeaways.
Last time.
Yeah.
So,
No, you don't have the answers because your company don't know. We're guinea pigs here.
Okay.
All the people on the Port Peninsula. What about the green of the graveyard in Port-au-Port? What about that?
Yeah, and the road there
I
ahead
can
is.
dismiss that rumor right now. We are not.
Right now, let me get me from my phone.
Okay.
Oh, show them the map. Man, Grizzly will own the road from Port-au-Port to Evans.
Yeah, I've seen the Crown Land maps.
That's
been
free.
received,
I can't believe that.
But I believe I'm being recorded now, so I can assure you that there will be no disturbance take place within that graveyard.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like you weren't gonna contaminize our water.
Yeah,
supply.
just
So,
like-
sir,
I'm
I'll
not
take
gonna
that
claim the
back.
local road all the way to the
Cap
ocean.
getting this to see what happens. Okay.
We can't take the money out of our pockets to fix that.
Sure. Okay.
All
So,
this,
in
all
light.
this mud here, sir.
Yeah.
See, this is all on the road.
Okay. No, I'll take that back.
Not
to
only
the
for me,
team.
everybody using this road.
Sure,
People
I-
hauling their firewood and everything. They had to give it up. They can't warm up their homes because
Okay.
of the road.
Permission to ride on it.
So, in saying all that, I don't know. The weather doesn't. We got some rain events potentially coming up. I mean, in the long range, would you allow us access to go and do silt fence repairs? So to help
You
protect
cannot
what
you got done. You
The
cannot
silt
fix
fence
it.
jobs was a fucking joke. You can look at the one right there, and I can walk from right here and show you. Why would you put a ditch like this and put a little bit of filter clap in the center?
Okay.
And no weight on it. Not even layered out, which should have been at least a foot to 16
Just to
inches.
do enough to try to
put-
keep that note.
If you want to use A-deals, I know
So
we use it
basically,
in Ontario.
you'll
You
decline.
can.
You'll decline that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because
So,
now you want to fix up what you did wrong.
Okay.
It's enough damage
It's
done.
irreversible what you've done.
Okay.
every time there's a rain, the mud that's up on the trees is going to go in our water supply.
Definitely.
Marine,
You got it
who
piled
you
up.
contracted to put the gravel up on the.
So the
on
drilling contractor that currently sits on the Met Tower location site, because he has to move his equipment, he's exhausted his schedule to perform the work there. Can we be granted permission so he can walk out, just walk out the crane and allow him access to leave?
We're at the point that we don't trust anybody anymore.
Okay.
But you know, like I
So,
said,
you know, we're trying to protect somebody else's, you know, like he's got to go to another job.
Well, you know what? Nobody is protecting us.
No, I'm saying for him as an independent, as a contractor, like he just wants to get his equipment in.
No.
And demobilize.
So we can do more
And
damage.
us as residents here, we should have been taught it out and not contaminate our water.
Okay.